Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the nation. I'm still arguing over washing and laundry here. Okay, health sector gets $1 billion for human capital development. Nigeria will reduce external borrowing, says Edu. Federal government subsidizing electricity with 200 billion naira monthly. INEC tenders BVAS devices by Edo PDP. NLC drops planned protest over 50% Telecom's tariff hike. PSC never directed IG Egbetokun's retirement. Southeast monarchs to abolish Ezendigbo title outside Igbo land. Court remands ex-NHIS boss Yusuf in prison. And Gerugu makes a 137 billion naira PAT up by 71%, declares dividend of 21.25 billion naira. Okay, which story are we taking?
Yeah, so the federal government has informed the World Bank of its desire to reduce Nigeria's dependence on external debt financing. This is part of a broader strategy to explore alternative funding sources beyond traditional multilateral loans. So the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edu, was the one who made this disclosure during a meeting with the World Bank Executive Director, Dr. Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed. And he reiterated the government's focus on fostering a business-friendly environment that attracts sustainable investments and drives private sector-led growth. And they said that, you know, that's Dr. Ahmed now, who is the immediate past Minister of Finance, went ahead to commend Nigeria's macroeconomic reforms, saying that their role is what we are seeing now, which is improving fiscal stability and boosting investor confidence. She also pointed out that the recent financial reforms at the World Bank have expanded its lending capacity, making an additional $150 billion available over the next decade. Now, one of the key topics discussed was Nigeria's role in Mission 300, which was the World Bank initiative aimed at providing electricity access to 300 million Africans. And Edu insisted on Nigeria's commitment to the program, saying that it's going to improve our power infrastructure, which is crucial to our economic growth and industrial expansion, and also enhancing private sector competitiveness. So the minister assured the World Bank that the president remains focused on strengthening Nigeria's economic foundation, you know, with reducing the reliance on external loans. They'll see how they can get more from within and, you know, ramp up what we produce and our revenue making so that we are better off as a country.
Okay, so I have the story of the NLC. They said the NLC drops planned strike. Yeah, so the NLC had a closed-door meeting with the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, that is Senator George Akume, at his office. They had a meeting on what they are going to do so that this strike will not happen. So at the end of the day, they said they set up a 10-man committee to study what led to the recent 50% telecommunication tariff hike and profile solutions. They said the 10-man committee, which will consist of 5 representatives from each side, that is 5 from the side of the NLC and 5 from the side of the federal government, and they're expected to submit its report in the next 2 weeks. Meanwhile, they said the crux of the matter is that there is already a study that was conducted by the NCC, that's the Nigerian Communications Commission, that led to them to arrive at this 50%. But now the NLC and the federal government are now saying that, okay, they are going to look into it and see how they can reduce the tariff and so on. So let's see how that goes.
Special advisor to the president on energy, Mrs. Olu Vihajan, said yesterday that the federal government is subsidizing electricity to the tune of 200 billion naira monthly. She spoke at the government's as the government explores ways to improve supply and ensure the subsidies are delivered to vulnerable households. Special advisor also dismissed insinuations in some quarters that the government was considering 65% increase in electricity tariff. That's not true, according to her. She clarified that even the increased tariff for Band A, that government is still subsidizing 35% of that. So we are only paying 65% of the actual tariff. Wow. She said in the statement that it is a misrepresentation of what I actually said in a recent press interview. I had highlighted the fact following the increase in Band A 2024, current tariffs are only about 65%. And the government is still fielding the balance to subsidize. So this one that was paying is still being subsidized.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
If they're not removing subsidy, what will happen to us?
I'm telling you. Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there.
Let's leave it like that.
We're still buying diesel.
Yeah.
On top of this Band-Aid, we're still buying diesel.
True.
So let me, you know, because you all say I've started again. Let me just say the PSC
Why
never
can't I have to go on a
directed.
short break? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's go on a very short break. We'll continue the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.